Okay, that's it. We're doing a cheers first?
No,
All right.
Good luck.
Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Welcome to Whiskey Acres.
Welcome to another 5-Sip Friday. We are in DeKalb, Illinois. Whiskey Acres has graciously invited us to come here with a bunch of our friends, some who are on camera, some who are not on camera. There's a full audience in 360 degrees for us today to drink this whiskey that was just pulled directly out of a barrel. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's got your whiskey? Woo! Well, I think it's time to start the weekend. Cheers.
Cheers.
I forgot that we're supposed to nose it first, so we're going to do that before we sip it.
Wait, start over.
All right.
Do it all over
Sorry, guys. Back to one, everybody.
Start over.
All right. Well, now that I remember how 5-Sip Friday is done, we're going to start by nosing this glass.
Hey,
And
it is the off season right now.
it is, absolutely. It's been a couple of months. All right, on to the nose here.
Floral and red apple. That's what I'm going to get.
We've had several whiskeys already today, not our first whiskey of the day, but I would say floral presence here for sure.
What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yeah. They agree.
All right,
I love it.
I have a note on the nose. I've never given this before.
Oh, we got roses in the back row.
Roses?
Yeah.
Okay. Roses is another one. I don't think we've ever given roses as
Yeah,
a tasting
I
note.
like it.
Apple blossom.
Like it. I just want to say that the nose is very appealing.
Like an apple.
Sure. Yeah.
Peel, apple peel.
Oh!
That's what I mean. I got it.
That's why this channel.
Yep.
Come on.
Thanks for that. Thanks for quietly laughing and
And the support
for
behind you.
saving your judgment for later. I think it's time to start the weekend. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Oh. So I do get that perfumey note. It's almost like the mouthfeel. It's kind of like permeating. I am getting that like apple caramel note.
Yeah. Well, I will say we're recording this. It is the day after, 2 days after Halloween, and it's kind of the perfect thing to be sipping right now. There's a darkness here, a richness, a decadence. The apple note, I don't know why that's there. There's a caramel apple note, very nice. Spicier than I was expecting to be off the nose.
Yeah.
And coats like crazy. Love the way it feels on the tongue. I'm enjoying this so far, one sip in.
And you said it's a perfect thing to drink. It was just Halloween. I don't know when this video is coming out.
Probably sometime
Probably
in
in 2025.
Yeah.
But it is 2024 right now, and it does feel like a really great fall drink.
Yeah.
Sip one. What do you guys got?
Tasting notes.
I'm getting a Mary Jane candy. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I'm getting like a
Is that like a
taffy,
melt-away?
A melt-away. It's a hard candy.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit of peanut butter, a little bit of taffy, and a little bit of caramel. I'm getting a Mary Jane candy.
That's a tasting note we've never had on the channel
New
before.
notes.
Big round of applause.
Yeah, I love it.
guy a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Tim. You got a channel.
We got a channel. Sign him up.
A YouTube channel was just born here at the Bourbon Van. Anything else? Sip number 2?
Coke. Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. All right, on to sip 2.
I can't get that cola note
Yeah.
out of my nose now, out of my mouth. It is there. And it's spicy like a cola is.
It is, I think, unexpectedly spicy.
Yeah.
I do like the flavors, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of, I like that. Cardamom back there. There we go.
Yes. And I would say, I think that cola note is showing up here, but I'm thinking like a Mr. Cola or a Dr. Cola. I'm trying not to use proper names. I don't want to get sued. Yeah.
Dr. Cola.
Just something, Mr. Cola, Dr. Cola. Really nice finish on this. It's sweet but spicy at the same time. That spice backbone is something that always appeals to me. You're not always a big fan of it. What do you think 2 sips in?
I'm intrigued by the flavors. Like, I liked that like heavy apple caramely note at the front. This sip is all about the spice. So I'm interested to see what sip 3 has to offer.
Any notes we're missing?
Yeah, maybe like a pie crust a little bit too.
Love it.
Little pie crust. Okay, there you
Going
go.
dessert. I'm
know-
happy.
And some tea.
I'm getting the apple now. Big time.
The apple's showing up more and more. I
Love
agree. Well, the more you sip, the more you taste. Sip number 3.
It's fun having everybody here.
You guys want to join us for all the 5 sips from now on?
Yes.
We'll do a better job.
Yeah.
I got a
Time to the
bubblegum.
bumper.
I got some menthol in that one.
I got a bubblegum note on this one. I heard menthol in the back here.
Yep. I would agree on that menthol for sure. There's a mintiness here that pairs with the very, very slight bit of chocolate. They're just very slight. You're standing very far down from me. I look even taller than normal.
I know. Then it makes me see diminutive. Wait,
Yeah.
is that the right word? Diminutive?
Wow. I've
It's
never heard
not-
you use that word before.
It's not something that anyone would describe of me.
The mint is sort of piling on here. I'm noticing it more and more. Anybody else?
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Second
That
your
third,
chocolate
that third
there.
really
And
brings
a
out
little
the
chocolate. Okay, we got that too.
That mouth-watering description is great too. I mean, I'm getting the same.
There you go. And I got a compliment there, and I just want to put that on the record to make sure everybody heard that.
Also, we're in Illinois, and it makes me think of Fannie Mae candies. What if this is like a melt-away or something?
Melt
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
That's
There you go. Yeah.
right
See?
back to Tim over here.
Come on.
That's
Okay.
one up in. Right.
All right. I just want to comment that Tim's new YouTube channel has more subscribers than ours already. Any notes before we go on to sip number 4?
Is that what we're on
Nope.
for? Wait, say it again.
Root
Root beer.
Root beer from
Love
off
it.
camera. There we go. Root beer.
I love it.
I like it. Get that guy a YouTube channel.
Do you like the?
On to sip 4? What do you say?
Yes.
Four.
Sip 4.
Love it. Cherry on that.
the
On
gift
that.
that keeps on giving.
Wow.
Wow, this has really changed kind of from spicy Mexican chocolate off camera here.
Look at that. Get that guy a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Get him 2 maybe. Let's come
Yeah.
on. Keep piling them up.
I do like this sip. This one tasted a bit more bourbon to me.
Yeah?
So
Really?
it had a little bit more caramel, a little bit like those more traditional bourbon flavors. No, I'm not saying that's what I think this is, but you know, there was a cherry note to that I got.
Keeping us in suspense too.
I keep myself in suspense. But like cherry note, some caramel. That caramel is like really through, like that apple caramel
Yeah, that's the
note
mainstay.
has mainstay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this spice here that's prevailing is unlike anything else we've had today. And I'm not going to give it all away, but I'm going to say one thing. That spice that's prevailing, I didn't notice that on any of the bourbons that we've been tasting today.
Yeah.
So now I'm in your heads? Everybody okay? Great.
You're in
great.
my head. 'Cause
Yep. I can't help it.
Influence came through.
Yeah, that's the influencer part of the channel. That's the only influencer part of the channel. What are we thinking? Any new tasting notes here? Because I'm just getting a little tobacco on as I'm talking, and I
got a
like
lot of
it.
that mint this time.
The mint?
I'm not getting mint.
You're not getting mint?
No
Tim's not
mint.
getting the
I'm
mint.
not
Mint
getting
and a
I
little
don't have
leather.
enough left.
Mint and leather. Okay.
Oh, love it. This is very helpful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, now we're all over the map. Every palate is different. We're learning that more and more today, although we do seem to have some flavors that continue to show up for most of the crew.
Yeah.
A lot of cola, some mint, little chocolate,
Yep.
and
Apple.
apple is showing up. The caramel is there. If there's nothing else, maybe sip number 5. Are we onto it?
4.5, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Sip 5.
We don't do decimals.
I will say this to me, from everything that we've drank today, has the least amount of corn forwardness, the least amount of grain that we've tasted.
Show of hands. Who agrees?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Nailed it.
All right, we've had our 5 sips. We've had lots of tasting notes. We've had the entire crew involved. Everybody is waiting on pins and needles. What do you
Shouldn't be. Yeah.
What do you think this is?
All right, so 98 proof.
Okay.
I'm gonna go bourbon. I'm gonna say Whiskey Acres out on a limb. And
Imagine if it's not.
I know. I feel like that's pretty solid since I saw them take it out of the
It was
barrel.
their barrel. Yeah, you're right.
So at least I'll get one thing right. And I really enjoyed it. And I do think that this is the perfect drink for fall. Your parents just brought over a candied apple that was wrapped in chocolate.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what this tastes like.
Okay, I like that. And the apple was very nice too. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Do you have an age you want to just toss an
right.
age out there?
I don't do ages, so I'm just gonna say 6. Just throwing 6 up there. It
I
feels
love that
good.
number. I think that feels good.
Yeah.
All right. My guess is 6-year rye, 113 proof.
What? Oh no, really?
The mintiness is there, and
Oh, boy.
even though this drink's real easy, I've had a couple of whiskeys here that are deceptively easy drinking at their
Okay.
higher proofs. And I know that even their young whiskeys,
True.
straight out of the barrel at 120 proof is what they barrel these things at. Straight out of the barrel, some of them at high proof, even though they're young, have been very easy to drink. And now it's time for everybody else who wants to wager a guess.
Yeah.
Jump in here, step in front of the camera, and tell us what do you think it is, and give us all the details.
All right, I think it's bourbon.
Great.
I think it's going to be a high rye though. I'm going to say 5 years, and I'm going to say 109 proof.
Oh, I like it.
It's a high rye bourbon. I'm gonna say it's 7 years, and I also think it's 120.6.
Oh, dang!
Pretty good with the proof.
I knew as soon as this was put in my glass and I nosed it, it's a rye. And it is 115 proof, less than 4 years.
All right.
Love it.
All right, so it's a rye. It's 112 proof. The second grain is either their white popcorn or their green corn.
All right.
Love it.
No.
No.
I seriously think this is like a 97 proof. I think it's a high. I think I'm with Tim on the bourbon high rye, but 97 proof. Maybe 5 years.
Okay.
I think it's a barely legal rye, probably 5 to 6 years, 119 or so proof. Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Okay, we got several great guesses, a lot more specifics than the bourbon van ever gives you, and that's about right.
And when you said the thing about proof, where we've had a couple that were higher proof, that didn't taste higher proof, I kind of got that like sinking feeling in my stomach because you're right. Like we
This
did taste
drink's
a couple.
easy,
yeah,
right?
it does. And so you could be right.
This is good whiskey. We like this whiskey, and there's no doubt about that. And now, who's going to tell us what this is? Julia?
Okay, sure. You are drinking a Whiskey Acres 6-year rye. What? Straight out of the barrel, 120 proof. Yes. And the mash bill is 75% rye, 25% corn.
Oh my goodness.
Good job to some of you rye guessers.
Yeah.
How about that? Okay.
Okay, so I got 6 years, and I'm gonna take that as a.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I got.
You got Whiskey Acres. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Don't sell yourself
I got
short.
Whiskey Acres in 6 years.
You got Whiskey Acres, 6-year, both of us. Got that it was a rye. I said 113 proof, and I was off by 7, and I'm still shocked by it because it doesn't drink like 120
No,
proof.
at all.
This was our very first taste for both of us. We have never had a Whiskey Acres rye. It's always been bourbon to
Yes,
this point, and
yeah.
this is fantastic, and I hope we get to taste a lot more rye as the day goes by.
I hate to interrupt. I've been told it was a 7-year.
Oh, that's so sad. I was totally wrong.
I was this close to ending this video.
Julia!
All right. We did have a winner back there. Okay. Well, there's plenty of reason for celebration, even though we didn't nail this one. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Thanks to Whiskey Acres for having us.
Yeah, we had fun.
From wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That's awesome.
Calling all hitchhikers, hop-ons, backseat drivers, and navigators. The Bourbon Van is hitting the road from coast to coast in 2025, and we want you to come along for the ride. Join our Patreon community for as little as $3 a month to make sure you never miss a meetup, single barrel selection, or road trip adventure.